I find absolutely nothing wrong with children having to be put in the right way of discipline at this age. I am rather shocked at any person or persons who suddenly, out of the blue, want to all of a sudden champion a certain goal of right, left or wrong, and democracy, and pardon my French, but all that nonsense. We have all been to school, haven't we?
Indeed.
Even when we were in primary schools, you were told where to cut your short up to. It doesn't have to go below the knee level, your dress, your nails. Look, I mean, let's stop this nonsense. And I am very passionate about things of this nature. If we are today saying that you cannot cut or trim your hair, tomorrow we will now be saying that you can leave your nails. The next moment, then there's no need for uniforms. What is the purpose of all this? It is aimed at instilling some form of discipline in our children in the basic, primary, junior, and senior high schools. That is all. It is not to enslave them, or it is to keep them disciplined so that they learn to be disciplined after a while. When you go to tertiary, there's all the freedom there. My daughter, also had her hair, her natural hair as well. And she was always like, oh, she won't cut this hair. And I kept laughing always because at first she didn't know that when the time comes, she was
But you knew this.
So, yes. So at the point, I had to again talk to her that, look, when he gets to this level, this is what has to happen. Then she was requesting that then she wants to go to a school where she'll be. But I had to rather explain to her that, look, it is not for anything. It is to ensure and instill discipline. I mean, it is not today that this is being instituted. It has been there long ago. So where from the proponents of free head suddenly, where are they coming from? And some are saying that, in fact, I don't know how true it is. I would have addressed it appropriately. I learned Rasmubarak was asking the minister what long hair has got to do. But the point is that, how are they going to even maintain these hairs in school? Because some of them have permed, I don't know how they call the various things, I only know of permit. And all of that, they use these chemicals, they go to a hairdressing salon. So every week or two, how the children do that? They have to go or spend time sit with their colleagues to be trimming their hair and all of that. When you could just shape, barber your hair, which is the simplest form of keeping your hair very neat. And I find it very worrying if this is also becoming a topical issue for us to be debating. It has no locus anywhere in our education. We know where we have come from. The purpose of secondary education, or from basic education to secondary education, is not only to give you that awareness, but it is also to make you very disciplined. So any parent who is losing sight of the fact that the purpose of education is to keep you disciplined, especially at the basic, junior, and senior high levels, is losing grounds. So we are doing this to ensure that the boy, the girl who we have sent to school knows that when they say, why is it that even their timetable is regimented? That you must wake up at this time, you must clean at this time, bath at this time, lectures or class starts at this time. When you close or you go for dining at so and so time, you go for prep at that time. At the tertiary, do we have that? No. Even you can decide to go for your lecture or not. If you feel that you are okay with what they are teaching, you can decide to be absent, but if you do well, that is up to you. So at the secondary school, let us stop this. These are still teenagers, for God's sake. These are still teenagers who do not know the best for themselves. And therefore, we as parents should not be the one now, more or less like over-pampering them to say that we wish they have their hair on. And this have some undue influences over all other people. It is the reason why the discipline of ensuring they all wear a same uniform, same sandals. I am one of those who have spoken again against restricting them to wearing maybe only black trainers to school and all that, because sometimes it's making these sellers rip us off with the price of black trainers. But it is to maintain discipline, so that, pardon me, if Elvis has a ward and Elvis is unable to afford this flashy lifestyle of dressing, and I am able to, and maybe he is also able to, they can all go to the same school knowing that the dresses they wear is the same.
Exactly.
The Achimota sandals they wear is the same.
And that would deal with any level of inferiority complex.
Inferiority complex. So that somebody doesn't come and bring instead of bringing a chop box, or how do you call it, a trunk. The person rather brings
suitcase.
A suitcase. Somebody, you get that? We need to avoid
there should be uniformity at that level.
Already. When it is time for visitations, trust me, some of these kids feel very sad. Either their parents or guardians don't visit them, or they do, but they see other people's parents visit, and they're in some very flashy car, and then they feel so. So that there's still that element. Let us not compound the problem by trying to say that today let them have their hair on. Then kids who are teenagers, how old are 14, 15 will come and be telling this is a Brazilian hair, that is this, or even if it is their natural hair they are doing, one will say that I do my hair at that expensive place, this one will say I do my hair over there, then this one also say when I plait my hair it costs me this. Let us stop this nonsense.
I think it's a distraction.
Yes, let us stop this nonsense of glorifying such mediocrity as parents and as Ghanaians. They are very significant proper matters for us to discuss. If there's nothing to discuss, let's rather even talk about our inmates in prisons who actually also deserve further increments as the current government, President Mahama, has done, but they will still need more. There are street lights that are not functioning that we need to be talking about. There are roads that are being constructed that we need to continue to talk of its progress. People are unemployed and want jobs. And now we want to bring into the conversation our children who are teenagers, who are not in the best capacity to think for themselves. And we have parents wading into this debate to say, I want to keep my child's hair. It has no relation with education. It has every relationship with discipline and composure. And we must make sure that there's uniformity in our schools. And you see, already, when you even have schools saying they said this is category A, category B, I found on that, for instance. You have parents whose children maybe perform badly at the last exams, yet they still want their award to be at the category A. And when you call me, what I'll tell you is this. Look, if your child couldn't make 6 ones or 7 ones or 8 ones, has gotten 24, and you want him or her to go and sit with those who made 6 ones, you are contributing to the failure of your child. Because you think that, oh, I want him to also go to Achimota, I want him to go to Wegehe, I want him to go to that high school. He or she will go to that school, but when they are teaching, he or she will not pick up quickly like those who are sharp. And so in the end, he will still be at the bottom. You are finished. A certain regional chairman went to a certain school which is very known in this country. But when he speaks, it's a bombshell. And we know that. So you get the example I'm talking about. And so it is not about the school name and all of that. It is your quality and caliber. Let us as a people be serious for once and take away the emotions and sensationalism about some of these things.
Very well.
It will be for our own interests.